Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Stream Stranded Deep. If memory serves, last week was the obligatory base building episode, and we did quite a number on our island. I believe we just have one more big island to go to, like, in the local neighborhood. Because I can't really think of anything else I might need to do here. Because I've got, like, farms and stuff set up. Let's go take a look. Let's see. Is this morning or night? Let's see. It is currently... it looks like morning. So... right, because I slept through the night, I think. I can use a ration for that if I have one. Let's see. Potatoes seem to be doing okay. Yucca needs to regrow. These need to regrow. Hey, one of my aloe plants decided it wanted to grow. Ah, the Pippi's harvestable. That's good. Water stills are doing okay. Let's check over here then. Okay. These need refilling, I think. But yeah, these need refilling, but that's okay. Or at least a little bit of refilling, not too much. Fuel still collector. Oh, right, because I need to light the fire in order for that to actually, like, process. But that's okay. It should be fine while it's in there. Let's see. Do we have any rations left over in any of these boxes? Let's see. No, most of this just looks like junk, so I don't think we have any rations. Unless I left some in here. Nope. Okay then, so food it is. Let's have some breakfast. A coconut will do. Let's see. Actually... yeah, I'll just eat a coconut for breakfast and that should be fine. Keep these, though. The coconuts I want are the ones outside. Other side? Yeah, here they are. Ah, right, because I do have that large smoked fish meat in my bag. No sense in letting the coconut go to waste. Let me just check on the plants real quick. Do I need to water them? Probably wouldn't hurt, but there's also a pretty decent chance of a storm coming in before they, like, get too low, so I think I'll be okay just kind of leaving them as they are for now, anyway. So... we have one more big island to explore, and here's the issue. I don't remember which one it is. It might be that one? I don't think it's one of those two. The only way we'll know is by looking. So let's go over this way, and if it's not this island, then we'll know to come back and try a different one. And it's that one over there. Let's get you pointed the right way. Make sure you're not about to... oh, you're pointed the wrong way. I'm holding the front. That's the back. I'm pointing... it's going to be going that way if I go like that. Can y'all tell I'm tired? Hey, Aaron, how you doing tonight? Also, hello. Let's see. I need to go that direction. How you doing, wolf puppy? Let's see. We'll put that right there. Drop that there for now. I will pick these. Do I have any available lashings? No, I don't. So... I guess for now... I'll keep that in the farming tools for now, I guess. Oh, you know what? That's something I can do. Let me try. What did I do with the label maker? I think the label maker is on the boat. Instead of having 2 water fiber chests, because frankly one should be sufficient. Let's see, tools, label maker. Yeah, okay, it's Butch you're more worried about. Is Butch the name of your cat? I don't think you ever told me their name. Your poor kitty not doing too well? Okay, so here we'll do crop yields. There we go. And we'll put the pippies in there for now. So now let's head to that island and see if that's the one we haven't been to yet. Because I know there's one large island we still have yet to go to. They survived 45. Doing pretty good. Pick this up and move. Come on. And on we go. Nice and smooth. While we're sailing, let's see. Yes, my microphone is being captured. Perfect. I'm always paranoid about that. Ooh, it's getting kind of cloudy. But yeah, what is going on with your kitty? Hi, Hammerhead! Right Eye has an ulcer! It's improved greatly, but he's to improve enough time. Oh no, that's terrible. It always sucks when a kitty has something wrong with their eye. My mother's cat's got a tumor, I think, behind one of hers. And, from what she was told, it's more or less a case of the cat is so old that may as well just let her live out her days. Because the next time she goes into a vet visit, it may very well be to put her down, because she's old and just falling apart. Okay, so I think we just had something interesting happen there. We were being tailed by a hammerhead, so the music stopped, but we got out of range before the shark music could start, so... Well, I'm already seeing something that looks like a platform, so I think we've been here before. So, it's not this island. Yeah, I'm noticing a distinct lack of trees, and I can see the platform, so we've been here already. Yep, we've been here. Alright, let's turn around. We don't need to be here. Let's see, small island, small island, small island. Yeah, we don't need to go here. That big island over there is not part of the neighborhood, so we don't need to go that way. Head back here. Let's see. It's not the island with the tanker. It's one of the islands on that side. More towards our cabin. Or more towards our cabin. Yeah, I hope you can get Butch the help he needs. Besides kitty troubles, are you doing alright otherwise? Thought I saw something. Hello, Hammerhead. Oh, that was a rock. Yeah, I see you. I'm surprised he's not, like, going all out on the offensive. Hammerheads are usually more inclined to attack than, like, investigate. In-game, I mean. Real-life hammerheads are not aggressive at all. Let's say, was that a tiger shark? Yeah. The speed that thing's moving, it's doing cruising speed. That's a tiger shark. Alright, well, let's see. Yeah, we got quite a distance on this one. So it's one of these two, I think. Either that island or this one. Okay, water's getting a little choppy, so I'm going to get back on the rudder. Man, you're following me out quite a distance. Oh? Oh, wait! Is that... Hold up. The speed at which that's moving. Is that a great white? That's way too far out at sea to be a tiger shark. There's no way. Hang on. Is that a great white? I think that's a great white, based on the speed that thing's moving at. Oh yeah, that's a great white. Let's get out of here. I didn't think we would actually encounter one of these yet, but here you go. I guess it's only like a matter of time until we actually did encounter one. So, I'm not sure if my raft is sturdy enough to take a hit from that thing, because great whites have a lot of power behind them. I believe I may have mentioned this before, but if you get bitten by one, they will two-shot you. Like, from full health, they will kill you in 2 hits. And just them bumping you can send you flying, so... Okay, so I see the platform over there, which means, yeah, the one we're heading for is in the right direction. Okay. Whew. Okay, our first great white encounter out in the open. Out in the open's arguably where they're at their most dangerous. If they somehow manage to, like, get into the shallows, they take a lot of hits, but, you know, you can deal with them. Still, though, whew, that's creepy, getting stalked by a great white. And, yeah, first great white sighting about 45 days in, that tracks. They're not common at all, they're pretty rare. Like, I think out of all of the creatures that I've killed in this game across all my playthroughs, I think I've killed great whites the least. Like, I think if memory serves, I've only ever killed 4. So, yeah. Over 550 hours, only 4 great white kills. They're that rare. Okay, well, here we are. Oh boy, ferrying stuff back and forth. Oh, okay, that's a hammerhead. I'm like, wait, what? Yeah, we're a bit too far away from where we saw that great white for that thing to be trailing us this far. If we saw another one, it's probably a different great white at that point. But good to note we did see one nearby. Okay, and here we are. Oh, hold on. Little bit of sandbar there. Kitty has decided your leg is a pillow. Oh, well, I guess that's you then. Rest in peace, Aaron. You're not moving now. Okay. Oh, it's very helpfully drifting onto the island. So that'll do. Okay, well, we got a big... Ooh! We got a cargo barge. That's very nice. Oh, and I see a snake. Okay, let me get Slitherbane real quick. Weapons. That's the larder box. Weapons. Alright. Ah, there's Big Bacon. Sneak attack! Give me a big slab of meat. But there's Little Bacon. Where'd Big Bacon go? Watch out for crabs, don't get pinched. Big Bacon, where did you go? There you are. Are you stuck? Big tough warthog, more like target practice. Oh, That's probably the smoothest I've ever had a fight with Big Bacon go. Alright, let's get Slitherbane out, because there's probably going to be snakes nearby. Alright. Alright, Big Bacon. Oh, there you... Take that. Alright. We'll get all the stuff out here for now, I think. This will do. That there. Get my arrows back in case this guy decides he wants to be a wheel again. Yeah, he tried. Alright, where's that snake? Here you are. Okay, I saw another one. Oh wait, is that it right there? I think I saw it very briefly before the grass popped in. Oh, no, that's a stick. Okay. There's always two snakes. I've never seen an island that only had one. And we just gotta find where it is. Eyes and ears open, friends. Oh, giant crabs, too. This island just has everything. Oh, that's not good. Both the giant crabs are right next to each other. Oh, that cargo barge is fairly shallow. Wow, the cargo barge is actually beached. That makes it very easy. Let's deal with you. Hey, die. There we go. Rude crabs. How dare you, you just stand there and not take damage when I'm stabbing you in the face. This isn't Morrowind. Goodbye, big crabs. I hear it. Where is it? There you are. Die. Right, I will leave that there, because Slitherbane can act as a marker. Alright. All these bodies. Where do you think you're going? Alright. Okay. I do believe that is our home island. Yeah, you can barely see out in the distance. You can barely see our cabin. So, let's start gathering materials and getting to work. Oh yeah, probably should put Slitherbane away, because now that everything dangerous is gone. Need to build a base or a platform sooner rather than later. Let's start looking for stuff. Sticks, rocks, that kind of thing. I'd rather not get spikes through my shoes. Seems like a bad time. Okay, I can tell you all, we are going to be on this island for a while, purely because of that. Cargo barges are the largest type of explorable wreck in the game, and they carry so much. There's another island over there. Wait, is that a tiger shark? I think that's a tiger shark. Swam through a shipping container. It was hard to tell if that was a tiger shark or if that was a great white in the shallows. Let me see. That's a tiger shark, based on how he's moving. Yeah, I might as well just keep my light. It's getting dark anyway. But yeah, cargo barges can easily take multiple days to fully loot, so we're going to be on this island for a while since we've got one of those. However, the good news is that because they take a while to fully loot, they have a lot of stuff. So hopefully the things that we're looking for, which I'm primarily interested in jerry cans at this point, should be readily available. Okay, so I'm going to want to make the platform probably out here in the sand would probably be a good place to make it. So flare gun would be pretty useful right about now. Let's make a stick pile first. Put it over here. Just for now. I'll move them around. Yeah, I need a drink. So, where's my water box? Yes. Actually. Yeah. All my water bottles are full, so that works. Excellent. And then as far as food goes, that large piece of fish meat I've got in my bag will suffice. Let's keep looking for rocks. You know, it's actually kind of fitting that the last island in the neighborhood, like the local area immediately around our home, has a cargo barge on it. That's Little Bacon. Little Bacon's not a threat. Oinker, oinker. Don't worry, Little Bacon. You won't be gracing my dinner plate. I've got better things to do. Is that all the rocks? 13? I mean, 13's a rough average. I think there's usually a maximum of 15 rocks on any given island, so there is a very distinct chance that we just missed a few, and we'll find them as we're looking around for other stuff, but... Well, I already found one mineable rock node, so that's a good start. Stick. Ooh. Hello. This is a fruit tree. Oh, a fruit. Oh, right, because my cooking skill's so high, a simple fruit nearly fills me up completely. I was just doing that to maybe get a little bit. I didn't think it'd give that much. That single piece of fruit almost gave as much as a piece of meat. I'm getting some Life of Pi vibes here. Land on a mysterious island, take a bite out of a fruit. It's so filling because it's got, like, meat chunks in it. That's the only explanation for how filling it is. Only hopefully we won't, like, bite into it to find a human tooth. That would be very disturbing. Unless said tooth is our own, in which case, ouch. Thankfully, I don't... having to take care of your teeth isn't a thing out here in Stranded Deep, because unlike Tom Hanks, we don't have access to an ice skate to take our teeth out, in case we need to. A potat. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and eat that. Tasty potat. Yeah, looks like we only have 13 rocks. Not ideal, but... Need to cut down one of these small trees. How's this axe doing? Very good. So, this. Where'd that come from? I may have accidentally hit a sapling that was there. Excuse me. Make a palm pile right here to start. Drop that. Drop the coconut, because we don't need the coconut for now. We'll need that to make a flask, but we don't need the coconut itself right now. Okay. Now it's time to start collecting leaves. It'd be a lot easier if these pine saplings weren't around. Another potato! Honestly, that thing's probably going to go bad before I'm hungry enough to eat it, so oh well. I also want to apologize for last night. The Four Stooges were originally planning on meeting, but at first Koopa was absent because he got dragged into a family thing. And by the time he would have been able to be free of that, it would have been about midnight, so he would have missed it. And Hinty had a house emergency at the last minute, so he had to drop too. And it's not the Four Stooges unless all four of us are present, so we had to cancel, and I didn't really have a backup plan because of how sudden it was. So, yeah, I kind of just ended up playing Fallout New Vegas instead, because, unfortunately, I'd stream my stuff with New Vegas if New Vegas tolerated any form of streaming software. Because I don't know how those people who, like, content create New Vegas do it. I'm pretty sure they're using some kind of mod that I don't have. But heck, even the mods I do have don't work half the time. But we're here now, and you tried to hide inside of a rock, but you can't escape me, fibrous leaf. Other one. Let's get these yucca trees. One hit, I love it. Actually easier to see them in the dark. I feel like I'm missing one. Let me get rid of this, because this is in the way. Jeez. Alright. I don't know. Maybe I just miscounted. Oh, no, there it is. It was hiding on the leaf, on like a little seed. Okay. Well, that's all the fibrous leaves, at least the ones I can see for now. So we'll make a fibrous leaf pile over here. Alright, so first things first, we need to make a platform. Let's see, where's my tools at? This one will do. Hammer time. Okay. So our house is that one over there. So I'll make this going this way. Can't make it too tall, can we? Start that, like, right. Okay, the island is right there. So we'll start this foundation here. Okay. Next we need some stairs, which I think we need a lashing for. Yeah, we do. Okay, so one lashing. Then I need some wooden steps. There we go. This will let us get on the platform. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Next, I need another foundation. Let's see. We'll stick that one right there. Okay. Now we've got our platform. That should be enough. So now I'm going to need some more sticks. Now, a good source of sticks is going to be all of these things. Plus, getting rid of all of these will make it a bit easier to see around here. Oh, I did miss a few. Fancy that. Lashing. Now for a shelter. It's 4 and 3 sticks. So I believe that over there, that is our island. So we'll point this. I can just barely see it, but point it that way. Yeah, there we go. So now we've got that pointing where our house is. And now we can build our kitchen. We need a fire. Which, why a fire can come up here, but a water still can't, is beyond me. So... back here, coconut. Let's see, I'm gonna need another lashing. Gonna need one of these cloths. I'm gonna need some sticks. 3 sticks, I think. Let's see. Fire pit. Smoker. Yep, there we go. And we can have that like that. I can still access the shelter from here, so that works. And then, let's see. Yep, okay. Next, I'm going to need the water still, which I'm going to need a couple more lashings for that. Then, let's see. Coconut flask. Go ahead and drink. And then we should have enough. Grab this. Should have enough to make a water still. We'll put the water still under the steps. Like that. There we go. Okay, we'll have to chop down some trees to, actually, yeah. Well. Yeah, we'll have to chop down some trees to get that to work, but that'll do for now. Alright, so next I need some kindling, a stone tool, a lashing, and I can make a knife. There we go. So, kindling, knife. Alright, so we have our basics. We have our place to sleep, we have our place to cook, we got water under the stairs, we've got our kitchen utensils, we've got ourselves a camp. So, now that we have ourselves a camp, I might as well just go ahead and put this fish meat back in the larder if there's room for it. Which there isn't. Okay, yeah, I'm just going to hang on to this, I guess. Okay, well, let's spend the rest of the night cutting these trees down since we don't really have anything else to do. So, might as well make use of the time we've got. Besides, it's going to be a very active day tomorrow. Considering we have a whole bunch of wrecks to explore, sharks to fight, and all that fun stuff. And I mean, hey, who knows? We might see another great white around here. Ah! Okay, that seems to be all of the pine trees. I'm gonna go eat that potato. Just so it doesn't go to waste. Potat! Potat! Where are you? There you are. Okay. So now that I've got this set up, it's time for me to... Oh, I can't do that yet. Put all that there. Actually, yeah. Now that I've got a proper base set up, or at least like a place where I can set up a campsite, let me put my piles in the proper place here. Let's see, put a stick pile here. Rock pile. Put the rock pile. Put the rock pile. Yeah, let's put that in front. Put that over here. I think that'd be pretty good. Let's see. Fibrous leaves. We'll stick the fibrous leaf pile right here for now. Actually, let's put the fibrous leaf pile. Yeah, we'll put that probably right here would be pretty good. Because fibrous leaves have other uses besides water. Let's see, is this thing spent? Yep. just to get that going. Okay. Well, it looks like we're all set up, more or less. I'll cut down another tree just so I can make a log pile. Let's see. Coconut, coconut. Palm frond pile. We'll stick that, like, right there. There we go. Now I've got some palm fronds to fill the water still with. Logs, logs. There's another one over here. Log pile. And we will use the log piles to make, like, a little barricade. Coconut pile. That can go right here, I think. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. Things are looking pretty good this morning. I've still got some time to kill before I can actually go out on the water, so might as well get a little bit more business done. Yeah, we've got a couple in-game hours. Actually, we have a in-game hour. You're coming with me. Alright then, I guess we can go hunt down coconuts while we're waiting. There's no way we were close enough to that tree to grab that coconut, that first one we grabbed from jumping. Do we know telekinetic grab? And somehow know how to cast it without law runes? Man, an infinite use telekinetic grab would be really nice. Okay. It's about 8:30, so should be late enough in the day. Alright, let's save and head out onto the water. Alright, now there's at least one shark in the immediate vicinity, because we did see a hammerhead on the way in. So let's go look around. Okay, survived 46. Here's our first wreck. Let's see what we got here. This looks like a fairly standard boat model. Yeah, this is one of the... Yeah, this is the single deck model. Yeah. I'm just gonna chill here for a minute and see if the shark that guards this place wants to come say hi. Because I know he's around. Assuming it's the same territory. It may not be. But... especially considering where this is. I mean, I guess in this case, you might as well just keep looking. Eventually, something will come up and say hi. But until then, we got some rocks. That looks like a fairly standard wreck model. That looks like the fishing boat, I think is what this is. Let's see. Yeah, this is the one that usually has, like, the crate on the roof and the buoy balls. Yeah, that's a fishing boat. So, we've got that one. Okay, there's definitely a shark near the cargo barge. Because I did see it kind of swimming around. Now, there is actually the distinct possibility, because of how large they are, that cargo barge might actually have two sharks guarding it. Depending on where it's located. Because they are large enough to span multiple territories. However, this one seems to be going, like, jutting into the water. So, probably only going to have one guarding it, but you never know. But yeah, you can see how big this thing is. We're actually going to have to go around the front in order to pass it, because if we tried going along the actual, like, center bit there, we'd get stuck. Oh! Oh, that's not good. We're actually in a bit of a part where the deep ocean creatures can come in, so... Right now it's a marlin, that's not a problem, but that means a great white or a goblin shark could potentially come say hi while we're busy looting this thing. Ooh, look at the amount of buoy balls up there. Man, if I didn't need, or if I did need raft parts, that'd be a good place to get them, considering how many buoy balls are up there. Yeah, if you get one of these things early, you are basically set, because there is so much loot in these. Let's see, we got a beached fishing boat. That's not bad. I see the marlin, but I don't see the shark that was swimming around. So, actually, you know what? No, because we haven't left the island in like a day. If that shark I saw earlier was a great white, it would have been a great white instead of that marlin. So, yeah, there's a tiger shark around there. Oh, I can't tell if that's little bacon or if that's a rock I missed. Could very easily be either. It's like, I swear, it's like the sharks know when I'm actively looking for them. Ah, hello! About time! Let me see if I can get you a little closer to shore. Come on! Come on! Come on! Come this way. He's moving pretty quick, so I think he's going into aggressive mode. He seems to be jittering, so I'm going to let him get over here some. Yeah. Let me do a quick turnaround. he's angry. One more shot should do it. Ooh, he really angry. He's darting around. Gotcha. That is one dead fish. I wonder if this is the hammerhead we encountered on the way in. Because it is pretty close to our little platform here. Give me that. Man, all that work for one shark. Yeah, and it's getting on in the day. We don't have much longer left. Let's not crash into the mast. That'd be a smart thing to do. Yeah, we've got to be in another shark's territory by now. On that particular wreck, because it's just so far away from where I killed that hammerhead. I saw that stingray and thought that was a shark for a minute. Which, you know, easy mistake to make. They are cousins, technically. Where is everybody? Okay, there's some rocks up ahead. I'm going to have to get around these. Considering we're at a point where the deep ocean fish can come in, that marlin should probably poking his head in somewhere. Yep, there he is. Still hang out around here? Where is that shark? Because I know there's one around here. I saw... There he is! He's over there. He was out in the depths. Just in time. Why don't you come back a little closer and play, huh? Come on. I see you. Catch of the day. Alright. And yeah, that's just the marlin, so we're fine. Ooh. That sea urchin's not fine, though. Alright. I think this is our friend that was guarding the cargo barge. Whew. No misses. Doing pretty good. Hi, Marlin. That would be scary, seeing a Marlin like that. Just up close. Oof. Alright, it's getting late. We'll drop anchor here. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do this. And yeah, I'm seeing a couple of things that I missed, courtesy of Poppin', so let's go see if we can do anything about those. My boat for the night. I'm waiting for you to be a great white. Let's see, yeah. I see a couple of... Oh, what do you know? I did miss a rock. He's probably hiding in the grass. No, I just straight up missed it. Okay. Okay, we got a couple of the saplings here. Little bacon, as I figured. Oh, there you are. Nothing around. Okay, so far we've got 2 confirmed shark kills, both on this side of the island, more or less. So the other 2 are going to be over there somewhere. I imagine guarding the fishing boat and probably guarding that other ship. Or it could be that one shark's guarding both of those wrecks on that side, and the 4th one's just kind of out in the middle of nowhere. That's also likely. Sneak up onto our platform should give us a bit of advantage. So if I jump on top of you... Yeah, I don't see anything from up on the vantage point, so... Perfect. All in a day's work, eh? Alright. Well, time to get more coconuts, because it's too late in the day to do anything meaningful out in the water. Let's see, more coconuts. And we will, of course, eventually be chopping these trees down, but for now, coconuts. You're at a weird angle. Okay, it's getting dark. Barely can see that coconut. Yeah, getting dark right at its darkest, right as the sun sets. And that should be all the coconuts then, so we can start chopping these down. This would be a little nicer if I had a flare gun, but oh well. Leave no tree unchopped. Did I get your coconut? You're awfully close to that mountain. Looks like I did, yeah. You know what? I wonder. If I climb up this... Yeah! Oh! You know what? That's neat. I can actually use that palm tree as a means of getting up here. You know, had I known that, I would have attempted to build up here, because, yeah, you don't really need much up here. I guess the only real issue would be I wouldn't have any means of pointing to where my island is from up here, because I'd have to be on the island to actually see my base. And, of course, that is also assuming you can even build on these rocks to begin with. You may not be able to. Yeah, I don't have anything to craft with, so I can't test that theory. Getting down is also probably going to be an issue. Okay. Still, though, that's neat. I've never tried building on one of those things before, so... not sure if that's something you can even do. Oh, that's little bacon. I'm like, what is that? Some kind of blob in the dark? Alright. Our reliable axe is about to break, but we can at least make use of it until it kicks the bucket. It's 2 hits to get one of those. Go for the small ones first if we can. Another one. Huh. I don't think I've been here that long. They shouldn't have regrown quite yet. doing pretty good. Okay. Just call me Tropical Todd. I'm here on this island to give all you palm trees a haircut, and geez, do you all need them. Don't worry, it'll only hurt a little bit as I take your tops off. Tropical Todd. What nonsense. Though to be honest, I'm not sure how many of you guys are here for the commentary, how many of you are here for the gameplay, and how many of you are here for the nonsense. I don't really have any metrics to gauge that stuff. I think this should be the last one. For a second there, it looked like I was beating up a palm bunch with a palm bunch. Because it just auto-equipped with me with a palm bunch. That's hilarious. Okay. Let's get another tool. Our axe just broke. Use this. Okay. A bunch of palm bunches to destroy. Jeez. We just have a nice palm jay. Hang on, wait. Let me see that from up here. It's a bit too far away to see properly because some of the top half's being, yeah, not visible because of draw distance. But I do believe we have a vegetation jay. Oh, you can't get a good view of it. Stop popping in and out. Okay, well, we have to destroy our beautiful creation. Because sadly, we are here to survive, not to make art. Thanks, Wolf. That's fine. can get 2 more of these. Put that there for now. Let's make another one. Let's see. Oh, I think this is the last one. Yep. Alright, well that's all the palm leaves taken care of. Okay, now I just gotta break down all these logs. I'll start with the ones in the back. Oh, I saw something. Maybe I'm just being paranoid. Okay, so 10 hits to break one of these off. Go ahead and put these away. Okay, we got that one there, which means we want this one. Want that one here. That might be a bit too much. We'll have to see. We can get a couple of more off of this, but not too much more. Get one of those 3 sections. 1, 2, 3. Not that one. That one's too big. Do we have any that's like 3 sections long? Most of these are 2. 2 and 4. I don't see. Ah, here's a 3. Okay, yeah, this one should be sufficient to break this one apart completely. And we can get 6 hits on any other one, really. So let's test. Can I still get through here? Yeah, I can. I can walk through there with ease, so that's a decent enough barricade. That should keep everything out between all the other piles and whatnot. So, let's see. Do this, need another lashing. And then with that, we should be able to make a crude axe. There we go. Now we will have to backtrack for some leather to make our upgraded axe again, but this will do for now. Yeah, a bit of a tight squeeze, but that works. Ah! That's too big. Can't have that there. Okay. I didn't want to drop that, thank you very much. Yeah, there's enough space there. That'll work. And it's morning again. Any others around? No? Alright. He'll squeeze through just fine. Yeah, I think that'll do. I think this is the last tree as well. And as far as this last one goes, I mean, we could kind of put this more or less anywhere. Stick it right here. Doesn't really matter. Okay, time. It is. Yeah, we've got time. And yeah, you've still got to fill up. That's fine. Let's go ahead and save. And we'll head back out to sea, because not much like that. Not like there's much else we can do in the middle of the day right now. Just gotta find my boat. There it is. So let's see. I believe, yeah, we found the two sharks on this side, so that tells me the other sharks are going to be over there somewhere. So let's start looking for them. And that Marlin's still here. Have you just been hanging out in the shallows this whole time? Like, surely you've got better things to do out in the open ocean. I mean, I get it. You don't really see humans around here too often, but, you know, you don't gotta spend your whole day just kind of waiting for me to pass by just so you can look at me. I wonder if this Marlin's just, like, fascinated by my presence. Like, he's never seen a human before. It's like, ooh, a human, a tourist. I must take a look. I mean, as long as he's here, I know this area is safe, but his presence is still concerning because that means something worse could potentially come along. Alright, let's try and stick out here a little. Stay in the deeper area if we can. Maybe we'll attract something. Okay, that's just you. I heard bubbles, so I'm like, wait a minute. Of course, him constantly swimming nearby is going to make it a little difficult to actually determine if there's a shark nearby, because unless they bump me or the music changes, I won't know just by listening. Okay, here's the fishing boat that's actually, like, sunk. There's gotta be a shark around here. There's gotta be. I'm actually gonna drop my anchor here real quick. Anything? Okay, well, while we wait, I'm gonna take a drink real quick. Excuse me. Ooh, that's nice. Hydration is important. Mmm. Very tasty. Alright. Okay. Nothing seems to have happened while I was looking away, so let's keep moving, I guess. I'll find you. Sooner or later, our paths will cross. I just need to find you. Aha! There you are. I was right. There is a shark guarding this. Oh, and he just tried to bump me. And it looks like we're stuck on the mast. We're constantly in a loop. Let me see if I can... Let's get you to stop doing that. Where does this drift? Okay, this drifts this way. Ah, this is actually driving us back towards the island. That's a boon. You know what? This will actually work. Ooh, he tried to dive and I got him. Let's see. Oh, I missed. That's what you get for being aggressive. Okay. Staying out in the depths ain't gonna help you. You have to come near me eventually. I think what he's trying to do is he's trying to get behind me. Or he's trying to stay out of my line of sight. Water's getting a little bumpy. Kill shot. Alright, you're dead. Okay, and he was actually fairly close to the front here, so... That means we just have the one shark left, wherever it happens to be. So, I can say, am I missing one? I mean, I know I missed a shot, but... Okay, that palm tree has got to be like a pop-in thing. What? I missed a tree? Really? I thought I got them all. Huh. I'd have to look at that on playback, because I'm pretty sure I chopped down all those trees. Because... yeah, palm trees aren't supposed to respawn. And if it did, that's a bug. Alright, so... well, we got one here, we got two on that side, so that tells me the last one's over there somewhere. Honestly, it's just going to be a matter of finding it. My guess is probably going to be near the fishing boat. But you never know. Could be somewhere past it. Watch out for those... oh, that's a rock, that's a rock. We're probably going to hit it. Ooh, just barely avoided it. Another rock right there. Here's the fishing boat, so... yeah, in all likelihood, based on where we found the other sharks, we found that one over there, and the tiger shark was over there, so somewhere between here and the cargo barge is where our last shark is. Which is going to be annoying because we also have the marlin swimming around over here. So, fun times. Oh? Is that the marlin? Ah, no! A hammerhead. Thank you for showing yourself. You actually did yourself a favor, or did me a favor. I appreciate that. Okay, which means tomorrow we can start wreck diving. Because unfortunately it's getting a little bit late in the day to do that right now. sun's in my eyes, but I'm still a good shot. That's right, get stuck. Gotcha. Alright. And that is the local shallow shark population dealt with. There is the potential for a deep ocean shark, but I think as long as that marlin's there, we shouldn't have to worry about it. Okay, well, I mean, as long as we're here, yeah, we've got time. It's right here. It's safe to do so. We might as well loot this thing. See if there's anything interesting on this fishing boat. Let's see. Tires, not particularly interested. That crate might have something. Let's see. What's in here? Ooh, leather. That saves me a trip. And a hammer. Corrugated scrap. A jerry can. Oh, you're kidding me. I can't get the jerry can? Ah, good. That has some space. So we'll stick the jerry can in there. Perfect. Nice. So jerry cans was actually one of the things I came out here for. So I'm glad I found one. Alright. Let's hit the beach. And then we'll go investigate in the other wrecks soonish. There we go. Alright. Yeah, either I missed that tree or it respawned somehow. I am not sure which. Alright, so let's look at this container real quick and see what we got in here. Well, we got a flare gun. That's something helpful. I'll take that. The ration could be useful. We also have... You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and eat this. There we go. Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure that fruit did more for us than that big old hunkin' slab of meat did. Dang. The fruits in this game are scary. Let's see. I'll put the planks in there. Why not? That leather will come in handy. And then... Yeah. Stick this right here for now. That's junk. The leather and the hammer. Let's drop that. I can actually put the hammer inside the toolbox of my raft. So that would come in handy, actually. Put that in there. Where is my raft? Over here. We've got a spare slot, so we'll just put that in there. Nice. Yeah. Okay. Well, since we just clearly missed a tree, I mean, I clearly got the coconut off of this tree, if I did in fact miss it, because it didn't drop one. What I'll do, let me go grab my water bottle that's empty, and I can use that to fill it up. Yeah. I think I know what I'll do overnight as well. So I'll keep that. You can come with me. Since all the shallow sharks are dead, we can have a cooking night tonight. And then while the stuff's smoking, I can go, like, mine the resource nodes and stuff like that, so. Put you right here. Looks like we have a majority hammerhead population. On Twitch, thank you. Yeah, looks like we have a majority hammerhead population on this island. Oh, he got stuck on my barricade. Ugh. I'm pretty sure what I just did there was some kind of wrestling throw, and I didn't do it on purpose, but whatever. Ollie would know. He's probably performed it, but... Alright. So tiger shark that's back here. Actually. Excuse me, little bacon. Come on. And almost done. Tiger shark. Okay. I was making sure I still had the body. The telekinesis is unreliable sometimes. Yeah, alright. Ugh. Alright. 4 for 4. Yeah, it's about time for me to drink. Let me grab my knife. What a nice red glow.
Oh, it's disgusting. Oh, it's disgusting.
Jeez. What a mess. Alright. Food time! And with any luck... There we go. Yeah, with any luck, this will actually max out our cooking skill. Cooking. Yeah, we are almost max physical, and yeah, cooking is so close. So many different crouch keybinds. But yeah, let's see. Weekend's been a weekend. It's been hot, really. And that can describe like the past month and a half. It's been hot. Like, it's been consistently in the 90s. Don't even get me started on that humidity. Ugh. But did have some fun this weekend. I don't think he's anywhere like on the streams itself. He may be at some point. But a good buddy of mine's birthday was yesterday. So I'll leave it at that, since most of y'all probably don't know him. You'll see him in due time, I'm sure. Just have to see. Stuff looks tasty, that's for sure. Ah, I see what it was. The flare was giving it, like, sort of extra glow. Made it look kind of pinkish. I actually just had an idea. I'll have to remember to stash some flare guns every time I find them. That should be interesting. Let's see. What else of interest can I talk about? There has been some mutterings among the Fur Stooges as to a future project. Might take a while to start up, but everybody seems to be in agreement. And that thing should be full now, but I can't go down there and collect because I gotta wait for this fish to cook. It's gotta be just so close. Dang. Still no cooking level. Okay, then. Okay, well, since that's doing its thing. Let's get you filled up. It's got 4 servings in it now. And, oh, hey, would you look at that? The fiber sleeves came back. I'll deal with those in a minute. I actually want to grab a pickaxe and mine the rock nodes that are around here. Tools. Okay. Well, on the plus side, I shouldn't have to worry about a pickaxe replacement on this island when I eventually go after the clay. Let's see, how many rock nodes do we have? It looks like we just have the one. Yeah, it looks like it's just the one. Now, I think I saw another one. Yeah, there is this one, but that one's so, like, jutted into the rock, it's gonna be almost impossible to grab anything meaningful from that. I could try. Might as well. One rock. I did all that for one rock. Yeah, I can't even, like, no-clip in here. Oh, wait, hang on. If I persist, I'm gonna be able to grab a few of them. Just gotta clip my head into the geometry here. 3 rocks is decent. Oh, 4. 5. Can I get that? Oh, I can get that last one. Got it. Okay, cool. Technically not how you're supposed to do that, but that works, I guess. I might as well put my head into these mountains and see if there's anything else hiding from me. Let's see. Anything? I mean, I know this thing's here, but good luck chopping that. That's going to be really hard to aim at and swing an axe at. Still, though, I didn't expect that to work. Cool. I am the master of sticking my head into a stone wall. Yeah, just stick your face in a mountain and grab things that are inside of it. Would that make me a quite literal ghost face? Just stick my head inside of a physical object to grab stuff on the other side? Or would that more accurately be Ghost Head, since the Scream franchise kind of has a copyright on ghost face? Alright, let's see. An extra 12 rocks? I won't say no. Okay. Sure. Let's go collecting. Say if nothing else, we can always use more. Cheeky little leaf. Here's little bacon. Okay. I think we're... Oh, hang on. Missed one. Now I think we're good. Yeah. There'll be a couple that'll respawn over the... Oh, there's one. Yeah, there'll be a couple that'll respawn over the next couple of days, because I didn't get them all the first time, but that shouldn't be a huge issue. Jeez, I hope there's enough room in the pile for these. No, there's not. Okay. Well, let's say in that case... Here's what we'll do. Make a second fibrous leaf pile. Right there. Grab one of them. And then turn the 8 we do have into some lashing. That'll do. And then we can make a lashing pile too. Yeah, you know what? That'll do just fine. Perfect. Alright, how are these looking? Oh! They finished a while ago. It didn't even buzz. It must have buzzed when I was on the other side of the island and I couldn't hear it. Oh well. Alright, that's my water bottle refilled. And that's all the work we can do on the island itself. It's going to be wreck diving pretty much the rest of the trip. Or, well, stuff in the water anyway. Whether it's wreck diving or collecting clay, you know. I don't know, sleeping through the night would be worth it, to be honest. But probably wouldn't hurt. I'm going to top off. Yeah, it's like 4 in the morning. It wouldn't be worth it. However, it would be worth it to get rid of these stumps. So let's go ahead and clear these out. And just like that, stump's gone. Nice and clean. Yeah, there's no point in even doing much with that, so no point in sleeping. We'd sleep for like an hour and lose a good chunk of our stats for an hour's worth of sleep. Not worth it. So I guess we just sit here and enjoy the view. wish the pine saplings came back in the same way that the palm saplings do, but what can you do? Actually, I know something we can do while we wait. We shouldn't need the boat. No. Looking at that, I would much rather have the boat. Just because it is slightly in the water. And I don't know if, since we reloaded the save, I don't know if the marlin's around here. Oh, hey! I just noticed there's a derelict here. Like one of those canoe derelicts. Ooh. But yeah, since I reloaded the save, it may not be the marlin here now. It might be something else. I don't know how, like, saving and reloading influences, like, deep sea spawns. I never thought to test it, but now that I think about it, you never know. Oh! That actually has, like, some bars on it? You're supposed to be able to climb on that thing? Interesting. Hello, Jaren, how you doing? The fact that the music stopped kind of worries me. Okay. We're parked over there. And there's Kayla as well. No raid this time, Kayla? Or did you actually raid? And no, it would have said in the chat if you raided. For a second there, I thought my raid alarm was broken again. I gotta tell you, it's really annoying constantly having to fix that thing. Also, how dare you? That is profanity in this chat. Let's look in these boxes, see what we got. Okay, we got a flare gun, we got another lashing, more junk. Dump that right there, I guess. We're about to look at who was streaming before ending my bet. Oh, that's okay. I just know sometimes you raid, sometimes you don't, and half the times when you do, my raid alarm doesn't go off. Because, you know, raid alarm is silly. Alright. Gotta say, I actually am really curious to see if the marlin's still over here. This came in to say, no, bad, Kayla. That is bad, and you should feel bad for saying it. I actually wonder... No. I mean, I could probably... Yeah, just grab that. Interesting that you can actually climb up here. There doesn't seem to be much of a purpose to it. But yeah, I'm kind of scanning my surroundings as best I can, and I don't see anything. Which... You feel great? I'm assuming Phasma went well, then. Granted, I'm not actually out on the water, so the thing probably couldn't detect me from here. Well, not necessarily. I've stood on the shore before, on camera, in a previous episode, and had a goblin shark aggro to me while I was on the beach. So, if the marlin is here, he could just be swimming around somewhere. Oh. Yeah, if he is around, he's too far away for me to see him. And it's too late in the... well, too early in the morning, I should say, for me to trust the light to let me see him. Ooh. Alright, well... I think it's late enough in the day now. Hang on. Oh, is that the rock we missed? It is! It was hiding in the grass. A particularly thick patch of grass, too, looking at that. Yeah, there you are. Huh. I guess the pop-in does have its uses. No deaths for me or Star, few perfect games, all bones. Jokingly guessed the ghost right when seeing ghost orbs outside the house before we even entered the house. Ooh, nice. You gotta love it when that happens. Okay, yeah, it's 8 o'clock. Let's go. First is... Save. Just in case there's something hostile over there. Okay. So there are 4 main wrecks. We've got, well, technically 5, but we've looted 2 of them. We've got this fishing boat here, which I've already looted. There's the regular ship over there, which I'm going to next. There's the derelict next to the cargo barge. There's the actual cargo barge, and then there's that fishing boat right there. So I'll go over there last, because that cargo barge will probably take us the rest of the stream and then some. So let's see. Get you this way. And I know there's a deep access point near the cargo barge, so we're gonna have to, when we go over there, keep our eyes out and see what comes out of the depths there. Because we actually did have an encounter with a great white on the way here. Granted, it was more towards our home island instead of near the back, but still, the fact that we encountered one means, well, there's at least one nearby. And I've already been ambushed by one of those things once on a previous playthrough. I'd rather not get half of my body torn off again. Alright. Alright. The local shallow shark population's gone, so this should be a fairly safe ooh! He says, nearly running into a venomous snake. Alright, so we got a crate there. Ugh. I don't like how close that is to the abyss. Let's see, what's in here? A lantern. Very nice. Planks. Okay. Locker. Ooh. Damn. Okay. I can surface here. Okay. Let me see what we got in these crates. Okay, lashing. I can make some room for that. Ooh. Yeah, you want to be careful when you're putting items on your raft like that. It can cause it to tip. It's a weird physics thing. Like, no matter how large your raft is, it'll still do that. Let's see, so that's nothing, that's nothing. I'll take that leather. That leather could be useful. Like, I've got a large amount of leather back home, but... Alright. So, next is going to be the fishing boat next to the cargo barge. There's the mast. Mast is right there, so I'm not in any danger of crashing into it and doing donuts again. Mast donuts. I don't know. Mast donuts don't sound particularly tasty, especially since the mast is all rusty. Ooh, these donuts are tetanus-flavored. My gums are bleeding just with one bite. Tell me, would you guys try that? Tetanus-flavored donuts? Anyway, melting in your PC room, so I'm gonna head out. Good night, and always remember... No! Bad, Kayla. You can say good night, but that C word is profanity. How dare you? Alright. Should be safe enough here to explore this fishing boat. And if we're lucky, whatever lives in the depths around here will come out and say hi. Let's see. Well, the door's been knocked off, so... Oh, hold on. We got a crate. Thankfully, these fishing boats are a fairly safe place to do this. Let's see. Well, the leather can go in there. I've got space in that crate. So what do we have in here? Ooh. Ooh, an air tank. Multiple air tanks. This is good. Considering we've got a cargo barge to deal with. 3 air tanks. That is quite a find. Oh yeah, those air tanks will come in real handy. Dang, lots of good stuff in these crates. Very nice. Okay. And yeah, nothing up there. So, I'm definitely going to want to offload before going to the cargo barge, but first, I want to investigate. I want to see what's around. So let's just drift for a minute. Now, it was a marlin before. What is it now, if anything? I would like to know before going looting, because the cargo barge does have a few holes, like in the lower hull. I've never been attacked by anything through them, but sometimes those are your only escape routes when you're like really deep in there. And I don't want to be like going out of one of those because I need to surface, only to find a great white poking its head over with its teeth smiling at me. Because something that great whites and technically goblin sharks will do this too, but deep ocean sharks, when they attack you, any shark has a chance of grabbing you when they bite you, but the deep water sharks are more likely to do it. And when they bite you and grab you, they'll try and drag you out into the open ocean. And if you're already in the open ocean when they do that, they drag you downwards to try and drown you. So, yeah, I really would rather not have that happen. And so far, the deep ocean entry point is completely bereft of life. There doesn't seem to be anything around here. Well, let's head back to camp, I guess. Must have just been hearing things. I thought I heard the like bubbling noise. Alright. Let's go ahead and organize these crates real quick. It'd probably be better if we move the crates somewhere away from the junk. So let's put them, I guess, here. This would be a decent spot, I suppose. The clay needs to go there. Let's move these a little further back. Actually, we can set them up here. This looks like a good spot. Alright, so I've definitely seen multiple rations in here. Let's see. Yeah. Ooh, a jerry can. Very nice. Okay. Oh, I think that's the one I had earlier. So, let's see. Any other planks or anything? There's some planks. I see some lashings. Okay, that's a bunch of leather. We got a flare gun. Keep that in there. Those air tanks will come in real handy. The duct tape and the engine part are junk. That's junk. The lantern's useful, though. I'll actually go ahead, while we're staying here, because we're going to be here for a while, I'll actually go ahead and put this right there. I think that'd be helpful. And then let's see what else we've got. A spear that I don't need. Okay. Yeah, my melee spear is still going pretty strong, considering all the stuff we've killed with it. So, let's see. Drop that. Engine part, duct tape we don't need. Okay, time to fill up my water thing. Okay. So what I want to do, first and foremost, is tools. I actually don't want to put that in tools. Not necessarily. I want... You know what? They're a tool, at least for now. I want to slot that on my 5. Because we very well may need that going into the cargo barge. Okay. So what I'll probably do here, since it's getting kind of late in the day, is I'm going to go scout around again and see if I can get whatever deep creature lives around there to poke its head out. So that way at least I can identify what it is. And if it's something dangerous, hopefully kill it. But, we'll just have to see, I suppose. But yeah, I'm thinking scout out for the evening. Once night falls, we can sleep until the next day. We have plenty of supplies to go around, so we can very easily do that. And then next morning we can actually start looting this thing. Assuming, of course, we can find whatever deep creature lives around here. I'm still very much concerned about the lack of a deep sea creature, because we know they can spawn there. Well. Nah, that was just my sail. Okay. Drag you back up on the shore. Well, let's see, we got some half-buried barrels, half-buried tires. Anything in the container? No, just rocks. Now, something interesting about the cargo barges is you will always have at least 3 shipping containers. Let's see, that's an engine part. I don't need that. So that's probably a little bacon right there, yeah. Alright. You know what? There was a couple of fibrous leaf plants that I saw that repopulated. Let's see. Yeah. I can make some lashings, and with those, I can actually make some more ammo. I only really need 2, because I think the max stack you can have is 24, but still. 24 would be nice. Oh, there's one. I see you. Boom. There we go. There we go. Full stock of ammo. Replaced a couple of shots that I wasted. Okay. Are you loaded up? Yes, you are. Good thing, too. This is about time to drink. And the light should turn on here any second. Wait for the sun to actually go all the way down. Once it's dark, I can probably try sleeping. God, home seems so far away. And we're still technically in the neighborhood. Alright, good morning, folks. Ooh, we hungry. We got lots of food here. Hmm. You know, I'm kind of surprised we only lost 2 pits of our thirst gauge. Alright, well, there's nothing else to do, so let's save. Let's go look at that cargo barge, because we've got plenty of stuff on there. Now, I'm not going to 100% like completely loot it, because the things like the tires, the barrels, the buoy balls, I don't need any of that stuff. I'm primarily interested in the crates and what the crates have in them. Because some more jerry cans would be very nice. Now, granted, there's also the problem that a lot of this cargo barge seems to be beached, so I may only be able to access like roughly 75% of it, if I had to guess. So that's something we need to worry ourselves about. But if I can't access the whole cargo hold, then that's not a huge deal. The fact that we have a barge at all is a pretty big thing, so... Since it's early morning, we'll get the raft out there, and we'll start with the upper parts of the boat. So, let's see. Here, this should do. We'll get... right about here should do. Yeah, that's close enough. Plus, if the deep sea creature, whatever it is, decides it wants to come and play, we have ready access to our raft, so we can get back pretty quick. Okay, so I can already see a broken door. There's cargo hold access. Okay, we have access to the cargo hold there. This container has nothing. Let's see. Nothing around here. That's a stingray. Okay. So we don't want to go that way because that's the that door's blocked off. Let's see. We can open this. We at least have air access over on this area. Okay, so we have a bunch of buoy balls here, and we have another way of getting into the cargo hold by going down there. Can I climb this ladder? No, but I can jump up it. That works. Man, look at all these buoy balls. Yeah, you find yourself one of these, and it's loaded up with, like, buoy balls and, like, barrels and stuff, you are set for a custom raft. Like, all the base bits you need. Whew. Alright, so let's climb up here. So, anything up on the top deck? The answer to that is no. Now, you actually can climb this ladder and go up into the crow's nest. I do not recommend it, because every single time I've done that, on the climb back down, the game has glitched and knocked me off. And each time it's done that, my character has broken his arm. So, for me, the paltry loot that's up there, because it's never been like a crate or anything, it's always been like the little containers you can open up. So, yeah, that's, to me, not worth a broken arm. Okay, so, this isn't a good start to this cargo barge, because from what I can tell, most of the stuff up top is just, like, raft part bits. There's no crates or anything. Most of those are probably going to be in the cargo bay. And the cargo bay is mostly blocked off. Yeah, or the cargo hold, I should say. Cargo bay is more sci-fi. Okay, this is the kitchen. Some planks. Cloth, hammer. Ooh, okay. We got some semi-decent stuff from that. Let's see. Okay, we do have an air pocket, so that works. That goes further into the cargo hold. What's in this door? Anything? Let's see, we got a locker. Ooh. Okay. Dang, there's a whole bunch of good stuff in here. A lot of hammers in this place. Okay. Well, the extra benefit of having our boat so close is we can get back out and just kind of deposit stuff inside of our own little cargo hold. Alright. I will keep these air tanks, though. Those air tanks are going to be handy. Alright. Now, let's see. What do you have? We don't need a label maker. All this stuff's useful. Another flare gun. Jeez. I'm very concerned by the lack of crates. So no deep sea critter. Alright. Don't need a label maker. I'll take that flare gun, because that could prove useful. I believe there was something in here we missed. That, I think this goes back outside? Yeah. Hammer. Lots of hammers in here. Ration. And our bag's full again. Okay. I just yeet that out into the ocean. Alright. So that should be everything in the upper area. So now we can take these stairs and go down into the cargo hold. So this cargo hold is what makes these so dangerous. Because it's really easy to get stuck down here. Especially, like, really heavily dependent on how the thing generates. Okay, so that's got nothing. There's another crate. Yeah, the stupid thing is you can't grab the crate through the bars like that. You actually have to follow this thing and pick it up. Oh, another container that has nothing. I'm not too concerned about my oxygen down here, because I've got these air tanks for a reason. Let's see. That door's broken. There we go. Yeah, I've got air tanks, so we're good. What's in this door? Okay, this was like the shower area or the bathroom. Jerry can. Nice. Okay. Are these crates? Do these actually have room? Okay, well, I definitely don't need any of this stuff. Okay. Yeah, each air tank has 3 uses, so we should be good for a bit. I'm kind of surprised at how barren it is down here. Usually there's, like, bits of coral and stuff. Okay, so here's the... Oh, there we go. Right. That I don't need anymore, because it's empty. So let's go ahead and slot that on 5. Yeah, usually, like, this is the hole I was talking about. We can use to get back to our ship, but... I'll take that crate. I still got room for one more. So what's in here? Yeah, usually these are a lot more, like, compact when you've got, like, sand and stuff jutting through. Okay. We got another box. I'll take those. Let's see. Compass and binoculars I don't need. Not one of these had planks in it. Yeah, let's leave. Hmm. Alright. Actually, you know what? Let's do it like this. Because unless there's a storm or something, the water levels won't rise too much. So we can use this upper deck to store our crates. So let's look at what we got here. Actually, look at some of these things. Okay, I know some of these are duplicates, so... That's a bunch of junk. Cloth's useful. Don't need those. Yeah, I think we're either on the shelf or past it when we're here, so... Just tossing those out that way, we'll delete them. And let's see, we got all these useless engine bits. Look at that thing. So far, it just disappeared. Yeah. It moved out of draw distance and just, whoop, gone. Don't actually do that. That's bad for the environment, but... Destroying the deep is a convenient way of getting rid of unwanted items. Let's head back into the cargo hold, see if we can find anything. See, we were in here, that's the bathroom. I think where we were was down here. Yeah, because we opened up those things. So what's in here? There's also a random chance of any number of these doors just being broken. So, you know. Ah, now this is where things are going to get problematic, because this is the part that's, like, covered in coral and stuff. So, there's another crate. Okay, and that's us full, so we have to go back topside again. No point in sprinting, really. Though I wish I had a free hand. That'd be nice. Alright, let's see what these got. Did I say you could bounce around like a Jenga tower? I don't think I did. I said stop it. Bad crate. You know what? Fine. Let's see. Your junk. Ooh, another air tank. We'll take that. Your junk. Your junk. Your junk. 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 And most of this is actually useful. Nice. I'm gonna laugh if that somehow ends up just like randomly hitting a shark that just happens to be passing by. Oh, you just accidentally hit a shark and now you've aggroed it. Have fun. Don't need no... Ah. Stupid thing got in my way. I said... We don't need no vehicle fuel part. Don't need no fuel tank. Don't need no filters either. Okay. Any other junky type items? No, everything looks pretty solid. Yeah, it's getting late. We should probably head back. Come on. Wait, did that have a hammer in it? Yeah, it did. Stick that in there. We'll leave these here for now, and we'll take these with us because they're empty. So these can come in handy. Ooh. Yeah. Ugh. Oh, and we're drifting out to sea. That's not good. Let's do it like this. And we can turn around. There we go. Oh, I hit a rock. I'm like, what did I hit? Kind of hard to see them when the water's so dark. Apologies if you heard that. That was me cracking my knuckles. Alright, next day. Ooh, yeah, sleeping does a number on your hunger, doesn't it? Alright. Well, realistically, there shouldn't be too much left, because we're in the major part of the cargo hold now. That really big open area, and half of it's covered up, so there really shouldn't be too much left in that barge. And then, honestly, it'll be just the clay, and then we're done. And I haven't seen any clay around, so I don't know. Ooh, basically right up on it. Nice. Hey, easy access. I'll take it. Alright. Mostly just seeing the ocean reflecting light, not really seeing much of anything. It's a bit too early in the morning to get like a really good clear view. Okay, it's 8 o'clock. I could go down there. Let's head on down. Back into the cargo hold. Right, so that's still got a charge, and it's still selecting, so... Ah, good. And it's defaulting to the one that has less charge, so awesome. Okay. Down we go. That door's broken. In there. Pretty sure we've explored that already. So let's see what's in here. Now, there's also, like, a fairly good chance of wild animals just getting stuck in here, so you might find, like, crates, lionfish, that kind of stuff. Now, unfortunately, this back half here is blocked off, or technically the front half. So this part's blocked off, so we can't actually do anything here. But there is like a whole other section of the cargo bay that's like blocked off by the sand. So, yeah. Not a full cargo barge, but, you know, you take what you can get. So, it turns out, yeah, we actually did loot this thing fully. At least as fully as we could, without, like, no clipping into the dirt. So, yeah, alright, we're done here. We just gotta try and see if we can find where the clay is. Oh, wait, hang on. Did I go in there? Yeah, I did. Double check all these lockers. Let's see, that's junk. I can head back to the surface this way, because that goes out to the deck. But, might as well just look around. Nothing there in the hull breach. I mean, I'm legitimately probably never going to use air tanks aside from looting these things. So I might as well take my time and look. Alright. Besides, the longer I'm in the water, like, doing that swimming is more physical experience I'm getting, so, you know, bonus. Alright, so we have all this loot. Well, all this loot in an empty box. Okay. Should be able to jump onto my raft from here. Yeah. Or I could just completely miss and plop into the water. Whew. Where will I drift? I'm drifting into the boat. So let's not do that. Alright, and that is all the wrecks explored. That just leaves the clay. Not gonna lie, kind of disappointed, like, the bottom half of that was completely blocked off, more or less. I'd say we lost... oh, probably close to about... I'd say probably 20% of the loot that could have potentially been in there, just because it got beached. But, you know, only so much you can really do about terrain generation. Still kind of concerns me that the deep fish hasn't come back, regardless of what kind it is. So, I mean, hey, maybe they're, like, rotating or something. I don't know. You know what? We can park right here. I think that'd be a pretty smart thing to do. Alright. Onto the beach with you. There we go. Alright. Now we've got a crap ton of boxes. Let's see, so yeah, we've got 14 boxes. That's not bad. Gonna be heck getting all that stuff back, but, you know, we got it. Carry everything I can. So what can I load up into what here? It would probably be easier. Dang, I have so many freaking hammers, man. Flare gun. You've already got that going for you. I don't need this air tank. Alright. Which one of these had rations in it? This one did. Okay. Here's what we'll do. Stick the rations and the flare guns in that chest. Or this box, rather. Any other rations in any of these boxes? No, but I see a bunch of flare guns. Okay. So that's it for rations. We'll stick the flare guns in here. And then, let's see. Oh, I just saw another flare gun. You had a flare gun. Okay. Just checking. No more flare guns? Okay. So that'll do for that. And then, second container. I think the planks and corrugated scrap should go in there. Right, so planks and corrugated. What would be next? Jerry cans, probably? We only have like 2 or 3 of them, so let's see. Jerry can. Put the jerry cans in, because we don't have so many of those. The cloths. Cloth can go in the next chest. Cloth and leather. Okay. So much freaking leather. Okay. I wish I had hammer space for all these hammers. Alright, let's see. Let's stick all that in. And then, yeah, the rest of these I can just kind of carry on my person. And I'm going to have to ferry these back. So, yeah. Okay. Still, though, about 5 crates worth of loot. That's not bad. Do I get shade under here? Or can I not walk under here because of stuff? Okay, yeah, I do get shade here, so I do have, like, protection. Okay. Huh. I can actually see my fire status from here. That's interesting. Okay, well then. I think we're done for this episode. Yeah, there's not really much else we can accomplish right now, so... At least not in a decent time frame, so I think this will be a good place to stop. So, I'll save here. Hope y'all enjoyed, and I will see y'all next time. Have a good night, everybody, and sleep well.